I'm Guy Rawlins.
I'm Eunice Elliott.
And I'm Lisa Crane. We are here in the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. This cultural and educational research center promotes the significance of civil rights developments here in Birmingham and all across the state. Throughout the galleries, there are exhibits highlighting a painful history, but also courageous moments for African Americans and the mission to gain equality.
One of the best-known civil rights protests in Alabama history, the Montgomery bus boycotts.
4 days before that boycott began, Rosa Parks was arrested and fined for refusing to give a purse seat to a white male passenger on the bus. But before Rosa Parks, there was Claudette Colvin.
Claudette Colvin can still remember what she was wearing on March 2nd, 1955.
I had on a light blue sweater and a dark blue skirt. I never will forget that dark blue skirt. A light blue sweater and a dark blue skirt.
More importantly, that is the day she was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on a city bus to a white passenger. She was only 15 years old.
One of the white passengers said, "Oh, you better get up, because you know it's the law." When I didn't get up, one of the girls in the back of me said, "Well, she ain't got to do nothing but stay black and die." Oh, Lordy, I get so wound up in this, trying to relate back to this.
Although Claudette had not planned on showing this particular act of defiance to the segregation laws that day, she was very aware of the many unfair practices towards black people.
I said, history had me glued to the seat. I said, it felt as though Harriet Tubman hand was pushing me down on one shoulder, and Sojourner Truth hand was pushing me down on another.
Another name we think of in regards to the civil rights struggle is Rosa Parks. Ms. Parks was arrested 9 months after Colvin, but the Montgomery Improvement Association felt Rosa Parks was a better face for the movement.
Because the MIA wanted to use her. They wanted to use her, and they didn't want to use a teenager, because who was going to follow a teenager? By Dr. King being the spokesperson for the movement, he had held the people together so long, they didn't want to lose. So they were, in other words, they were running out of time. So they wanted to use Rosa to draw the people in, the adult people in. And so and by Rosa being a seamstress and worked at Montgomery Fair, she was in the homes of a lot of these affluent white people as doing alterations. And so she was well known in the white circles too, and she would be more accepted than a teenager.
So Colvin is often forgotten in the movement.
Oh, sure. I was forgotten the day I went back to school. The day I went back to school, my peers, they all said, "Claudette, you are crazy."
Over time, she became one of the 4 plaintiffs in the bus desegregation case that went to the Supreme Court, not Rosa Parks.
They don't know Mary Louise Smith Ware, they don't know Susan McDonald, and they don't know Aurelia Browder. A lot of people think because they see Rosa sitting on the bus, and they thought the case, just because she got up and refused, that's what ended segregation. No, it was a lot of litigation that went on, took place. It's a lot, and a lot of attorneys.
Ms. Colvin says regardless of her actions that March day, she knew she would be part of the fight for change.
But if I didn't have sitting there, I would have been involved in some way. I would have been involved in some way, because the movement was with the children. The movement was the children, the young generation.
As a young person with few black heroes written in her own history books, Ms. Colvin has been written about in books, documentaries, television, and film, and has even been recognized by Congress, all which she takes great pride in.
Well, wonderful that somebody's still thinking about, the struggle.
On June 5th, 1956, a Montgomery federal court ruled that any law requiring segregated seating on buses violated the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. In Montgomery, a statue of Rosa Parks now stands near Montgomery Plaza, just feet away from where Parks boarded that now famous bus. It was unveiled on December 1st, the 64th anniversary of her 1955 arrest.